The world often forgets Eritrea, a nation shrouded in silence, fiercely independent, and sealed off by its own design. Yet, on the global stage, Eritrea holds a card that cannot be ignored: its long, arid coastline along one of the world's most vital maritime arteries. This is not just a strip of sand and rock. It's a strategic prize, a gateway to immense wealth and influence. The world's powers have finally come knocking, eager to claim a piece for themselves. This is the story of a quiet but intense struggle, fought not with grand declarations, but with closed-door deals and the slow, deliberate movement of ships. The players, UAE, China, and Saudi Arabia, arrive with different agendas, but a shared desire to control the waters connecting East and West. Eritrea's enigmatic leader, Isaias Afwerki, has spent decades cultivating an image of impenetrable self-reliance. Now, he is carefully opening the gates, turning isolation into his greatest negotiating tool. What follows is an unveiling of this secret race, a look behind the curtain at the power plays unfolding along Eritrea's Red Sea coast. This is about more than Eritrea. It's about the future of global trade and the new map of world power being drawn on the Red Sea. To understand Eritrea's sudden importance, look at a map. Eritrea boasts over 1,100 kilometers of coastline, running parallel to the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, the choke point where the Red Sea meets the Gulf of Aden. Through this narrow passage flows a staggering portion of global commerce, 15% of all international trade, and nearly 9 million barrels of oil daily. Control or influence here means holding a lever on the world's economy. Eritrea's ports, Massawa and Assab, are perfectly positioned as watchtowers for this immense flow of traffic. For decades, Eritrea's potential lay dormant, locked away by a regime that prized sovereignty above all else. The world learned to operate without Eritrea, and its ports crumbled from neglect. But the geopolitical landscape shifted. The rise of new Middle Eastern powers, China's ambitions, and regional instability made Eritrea's isolation an opportunity. Here was a strategically perfect piece of real estate, unencumbered by Western influence. For nations seeking to project power into the Horn of Africa, Eritrea became a clean slate. The long-forgotten coast was about to become the center of a new, quiet competition. The world's attention had finally returned to Eritrea's shores. The UAE was the first major player to act. In 2015, embroiled in the Yemen war, the UAE needed a logistical hub. Eritrea's deep water port of Assab was ideal. A deal was struck, and Assab was rapidly transformed from a dilapidated port into a state-of-the-art military facility. The UAE poured money into Assab, projecting power across the Red Sea and gaining a crucial strategic foothold. As the Yemen war de-escalated, the UAE's mission evolved. Assab became a permanent platform for regional dominance, a hub for intelligence, naval patrols, and control of maritime trade routes. The Emirati presence is a masterclass in modern power projection, securing assets through economic and security partnerships, not occupation. By embedding itself on the Eritrean coast, the UAE has gained a powerful lever over regional rivals. The base at Assab signals the UAE's rise as a Red Sea power. While the UAE built a military footprint, China arrived with a different playbook. In 2021, Eritrea joined China's Belt and Road Initiative, making its coastline another pearl in China's string of pearls strategy. China's approach is economic, offering capital for development, upgrading ports, building roads, and tapping mineral resources. This strategy creates dependencies. Eritrean debt becomes Chinese leverage. By developing ports like Massawa, China ensures its own commercial vessels have friendly harbors along the Red Sea. Beijing's policy of non-interference appeals to Eritrea's regime, allowing economic modernization without political strings. For President Afwerki, Chinese investment strengthens the state while maintaining sovereignty. China's influence is built with concrete and fiber optic cables, not soldiers. Saudi Arabia, the heavyweight of the Arabian Peninsula, watches the Red Sea with intense focus. For Riyadh, the Red Sea is a strategic lifeline. Most Saudi oil exports travel these waters. Any disruption threatens the kingdom's economic stability. In 2020, Saudi Arabia spearheaded the Red Sea Council, an alliance including Eritrea, to coordinate security and economic development. By bringing Eritrea into this framework, Riyadh aims to shape a cooperative security environment. The Saudi-UAE relationship is a mix of cooperation and rivalry, with both seeking dominance in the region. For Eritrea, Saudi Arabia is another powerful patron to balance, providing legitimacy and investment. By engaging with the Saudis, Eritrea diversifies its partnerships and strengthens its negotiating position. The Red Sea's stability is now a shared but contested priority. At the center of this web sits the Eritrean government, performing a high-stakes balancing act. President Isaias Afwerki's regime is defined by its obsession with sovereignty. Now, Eritrea plays the great powers against each other, granting the UAE a base, joining China's Belt and Road, and engaging with Saudi Arabia. Each partnership is compartmentalized. No single power dominates. The government ensures foreign deals reinforce central authority, suppressing any local opposition. Eritrea presents a unified front, guarding against internal dissent and foreign exploitation. This tightrope walk is risky, but Eritrea has turned its geography into leverage. The regime extracts resources and recognition while fiercely guarding its independence. It's a masterclass in how a small state can hold its own among giants. The contest for Eritrea's coast is part of a larger geopolitical drama across the Red Sea. The waterway is now a crowded chessboard. UAE, China, Saudi Arabia, the US, Turkey, and Russia all move their pieces. The US monitors from Djibouti. Turkey seeks influence in Somalia. Russia eyes Eritrean ports after setbacks in Sudan. The region's volatility adds complexity. Houthi attacks on shipping in 2023 exposed the vulnerability of the Bab el-Mandeb. Instability only increases the value of stable partners like Eritrea. Every move, new bases, investment deals, diplomatic visits, sends ripples across the region. The Red Sea is now a front line in the great game of the 21st century. Eritrea, once peripheral, is now at the heart of the action. The stakes have never been higher. While global powers circle Eritrea's coast, Ethiopia watches with historical grievance. With over 130 million people, Ethiopia is the world's most populous landlocked country. Its loss of sea access after Eritrea's independence is a national wound. Ethiopia pays billions in port fees to Djibouti, fueling frustration and vulnerability. In 2025, Ethiopia is pushing for sovereign access to a Red Sea port, framing it as existential. This quest puts Ethiopia on a potential collision course with Eritrea, reviving old tensions. Eritrea's ports, especially Assab, are the logical outlet, but Asmara is unlikely to cede sovereignty. The unresolved tension adds volatility to the Red Sea's power dynamics. For Eritrea's foreign partners, a stable Eritrea is essential. Conflict with Ethiopia would threaten the very stability they seek. As the sun sets over the Red Sea, the contest for Eritrea continues. The world's powers build, invest, and maneuver, each seeking a stake in this critical stretch of land and sea. Yet Eritrea remains firmly in control of its destiny, mastering the art of quiet leverage. Its geography is its ultimate currency, offering access, not allegiance. Decades of isolation have become a powerful negotiating tool. The future of the Red Sea is being written now, in silent transactions and strategic deployments. The outcome will shape not just Eritrea, but the balance of power across the Horn of Africa and the Middle East. For now, the world watches and waits. Eritrea remains shrouded in silence, its central role understood by those who matter. Its silent coast is speaking volumes.